thermal sound wave.
Hey, what's going on? It's c.truth for Thermal Sound Waves here in lovely Atlanta. I'm in the air. And I caught up with Miss Kelly Green here as she throws up the A-Town down sign. And she has a company called Insider Branding Secrets, and we may find out a little bit about those secrets here today. But let everybody know a little bit about yourself. You're a veteran of the industry. You've been around for a while. You're not a new kid to this. So tell everybody, how you got your start and a little bit of history on you.
Okay. Well, it started back in early 90s. I worked with Bad Boy Entertainment. I went to school with Puffy. And I really wanted to work in the music business. And I called him up after I graduated and I said, I need a job. He said, okay, come on down and you could be an intern. So that's how I got my start in the music business. And I stayed in the music business for the next 15 years, working from Bad Boy, Sony, Kedar Entertainment. Erykah Badu was my first real project that I managed after Biggie.
Was she crazy then too?
Not crazy. She was eccentric. She,
Synonym for crazy.
An artist.
She's wonderful, but she has her own thing going on, but she can be a little zany at times.
She's eccentric. So after 15 years in the music business, in 2005, I was let go. And I knew at the time that I wanted something a little bit slower, but I still wanted to do marketing. But I wanted to work with people more on a one-on-one basis. So I moved to Atlanta, got my certification in wellness coaching. And from there came my company, Insider Branding Secrets, and I started officially in 2010.
What are some of the things that you learned being an intern and working with, other companies that you were able to apply when you actually started your own company?
Just one, to let people be themselves, to let the creative nature take its course. For instance, Erykah Badu, I realized very early on that she was her own person. She had her own brand. So it was very important that we accentuated what that was and let her be her, because if you don't, then customers don't buy into that. They can see right through that if you're not being authentic. So that's one of the things that I teach my clients first off. Like, who are you? What is your story? What is it that you're trying to convey to your ideal client market? Because if you're not authentic, then people will see right through it and won't want to buy what you're selling.
And what I like to ask everyone who has a business of their own or who works with clients and people, what are some of the things that you look for when you're taking on a client? Because obviously you don't take on everybody, but what are some of the things that you look for when you take on a client?
People who are really passionate about what it is they're doing, and not just because it looks good on paper or you saw someone else doing it and you saw that they were making money. I want somebody that's really passionate about what they're doing, has a vested interest in what it is that they're doing, and has a story behind what it is that they're doing. Usually people go into business for themselves because of something that happened in their lives. So I want to know what that story is and what prompted you to get into business for yourself. And I want to know that you're willing to put in the work and you're willing to get the results that you say that you want.
And on average, what would you say? I know each particular project is different, but about just on average, how much work needs to be put into a particular project to have it be successful on as far as like the client goes, as far as what they need to do?
Branding, I would say, is an everyday process. That's something that goes on and on. Even when you've clearly identified your brand message, you know who it is that you want to talk to, you know what it is that you're selling, you know why it is that you're selling what you're selling. Once you establish that, you've laid the groundwork, and now everything else is ongoing, and you're just augmenting what you already have. So it's an ongoing process.
And what would you say to somebody who's like, I got my stuff on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, I hit Twitter up, son, I'm doing it out here, I'm getting it, you know what I mean? Why would they need to still hire someone as yourself to, acquire your services?
You could be on Facebook all day, you could be on Twitter all day and not see any results from your efforts on being there. A lot of times people think they set up a Facebook page and that's it, they're done. Clients are just going to come to them. But no, you have to interact. You have to have a social media strategy for what it is that you're doing. You have to engage with your clients. You have to not only get them to come join your Facebook page, then once they get there, what's the next step? What is it that you're going to teach your clients? What is it that you're going to put out there and offer yourself as an expert in your field? Why is it that people are going to want to come to you? So it's just not about being on social media. You have to have a strategy behind it.
And your company's Insider Marketing Secrets.
Branding.
Or Insider Branding Secrets.
And I'm glad you said that because a lot of people get marketing and branding confused. And there are some elements of marketing and branding that are the same, but I say that you have to start with your brand first. Because marketing entails buying television spots, buying radio spots, making t-shirts. But all of that stuff doesn't matter if you don't have a brand and you don't know what it is that you're trying to say to your ideal clients. Your ideal clients won't even know where to find you. You can spend all the money in the world on television spots, but until you establish your brand, you can't jump to the marketing phase of your campaign.
And give us like one secret. Just give us one, or a hint to a secret. I know you can't give them all up, but
Okay.
just one.
Once you've established your brand, there are multiple ways that don't cost a lot of money to monetize your brand. So once you've established that, then I help my clients monetize their brand. And that's what a lot of people don't understand, why a brand is so important. In order to be able to utilize and leverage your brand, you have to be able to monetize it. So that's what I show my clients how to do.
And what are some causes that your company is involved in as far as just socially? Because I like to ask people that as well. You know, there are a lot of things outside of business that, you know, people are passionate about. And what are some of the things, or one of the particular causes that you are?
The Multiple Sclerosis Society. I do have multiple sclerosis. I've been diagnosed since 1992. So I'm active in the society and whatever fundraising activities they do. So actually, in starting my company, I realized that telling my story was going to be very important. That's another thing that I tell my clients, and it doesn't have to be a tragic story. It could be any story, whatever it is that brought you from point A to point B. So in telling my story, I've gotten opportunities to talk to other people who are going through life transitions. So that's been a good part of, one of the best parts of my business, is being able to talk to other people through their life transition.
And where can people find out more about your business, like your websites and all the contact information?
Okay. My website is www.insiderbrandingsecrets.com, or you can email me, kelly@insiderbrandingsecrets.com, or my office number is 917-805-1104. And I do complimentary strategy sessions because a lot of people don't know where their brand is, what a brand is, if they need a brand. So I do those for free to help get people some clarity on those kind of things and see if we're a good fit to match. I mean, good match to work with each other. So again, that's www.insiderbrandingsecrets.com.
And serious inquiries as far as the numbers goes, because you know there's people out there, you know, might try to holler at Kelly like, listen, I saw your number, you know. So but serious inquiries.
Yes.
So thank you very much for being on the program, and we're going to do some follow-ups, you know, down the road, and you know, find out what else is going on with your company, and some more, you know, tips and tools of the trade that people can use. So make sure you support Miss Kelly Green. We're going to come back with some more here on Thermal Sound Waves.